My wife and I discovered something very interesting about the Etsy customer after we tried to get rid of these bandanas that we had sitting in the shop for about 3 years. We sewed these bandanas, we got the fabric from Joann's, and when we started our business, we sewed a bunch of these because, bandanas did really good for us the year before, and we thought, hey, let's invest a ton of money into fabric and make a ton of these bandanas. And the next year, they didn't sell that well. And so this year, we decided to just sell them for super cheap. But doing that, we discovered something very interesting about the Etsy customer that I believe you will find very useful for your Etsy business. Now, I did want to answer one of your guys' questions before I go on with this video. And one of the questions you guys had on the masterclass I thought was very useful for our listeners to hear and how I would explain. So the question is, which category would you recommend for a complete beginner? Or how to find the right category to start with? And this is a really interesting question because they're asking about the early stages of product research that I talk about in my course. This is a kind of a funnel strategy that I use. You start off broad, asking the questions on what are the categories that have the highest traffic and work your way down to a specific product, then to a specific detail of the product, because that way you're providing value to the market. And it's a strategy that I've used for my business, and it worked pretty much on every single store that I've applied this. Now, sometimes I just put products that I think will do well, that I skip the strategy, and that's like a shoot in the dark, and some products do well, some products don't. This is more of a calculated product research strategy that giving you a sure bet that the product will sell because there is a demand. So in the example that I give in the course is I choose the wedding industry. Now, there's not really any specific reason I chose the wedding industry, only that I had an idea of the kind of customer that comes to the platform because I myself was married 6 years ago. I should probably know this. I kind of know some things about the customer. So when you are choosing categories, do you know a little bit about the kind of customer that comes to that category? That's really the only question you should ask yourself. Choose about 3 categories. Doesn't have to be a lot, doesn't have to be just one. Choose 3 or 4 categories. And then ask yourself, why does that category exist and what are the context within that category? For example, if you're going to be doing gift boxes, right? When are gift boxes given? You just start jot it down. By the way, this is also a little bit, I kind of hint a little bit of this on the free course. If you want to check that out, link is in the description. I basically say, hey, when are gift boxes given? They're given when you're ill. They're given when you're getting married, like bridesmaids gift boxes. They're given by realtors when they're closing on a deal. Just start jotting down all the context that the box is given in. And then once you have a list of the context that the box is in, then you can go to the third-party softwares like eRank or Mermalide or just Etsy itself. This first part, a lot of times people jump onto eRank right away and they want to do the keyword research, but I think you're missing out on really what is the wind in the sails of the customer coming to Etsy and satisfy that demand. You got to start off with that. Don't just jump on third-party softwares to assume that that's the correct way to do product research. Again, I talk a lot about this on the course. Check out the Black Friday coupon that will expire on Black Friday. When you have those written down, then you go on eRank and then you try to find out what's the largest volume of traffic in those categories or in those sections. For example, bridesmaids gift boxes, realtor gift boxes, get well gift boxes, white elephant gift boxes. Which of those categories have the largest traffic? It's about asking yourself, where's that customer coming from? And then jot down the reasons why that product is bought and see which reason has the highest traffic volume. And you start from there and you work your way down to the specific product detail. Again, I talk about that in the course. So if you are the person that asked this question, again, this is still going. So if you are a member, go check out the thread. If you are this person, continue watching the courses and you will see exactly how this kind of funnels its way to a specific detail. All right, so when we basically started selling these for like $8, and we said, hey, let's just not personalize them. Let's just sell them as is for $8 and just throw them in a bag and ship them. Just get rid of them. What's interesting, out of 100 people, now I say 100 people because there's probably 120, 150, I'm not sure exactly what the number is, but out of those 100 people, 95% of them, or 95 people, wanted personalizations, which is only 5 people cared about the bandana that's non-personalized. Now, you might know this. The fact that 95 out of 100 people that wanted a bandana wanted to add their name on it. The CEO of Etsy always talks about, I watch a lot of his videos, and he says, special, special, special. He keeps repeating the word special. And this is so critical to understand that customers that come to Etsy, They can buy a bandana on Amazon. They can buy a bandana from Walmart. There's so many places they can buy a bandana, but they come to Etsy because there's an opportunity to make this product more special. So if you're not adding something unique to your product, then you're missing out on just that much traffic. Now you can say, well, my uniqueness is the quality of the product. It's better than Walmart. Well, my is the design, and I'm way better than this. Sure, but that's subjective. That is a subjective opinion that yours is better than that. That's something the customer might not share with you. 5% of the people do share it, right? But 95% don't share that opinion. You want an objective special element on your product. And the objective element is the personalization, is something they can't get in Walmart. It doesn't have to be personalization, by the way. It could be size, it could be pricing, it could be whatever the element for your product. Now for mine, I sell a product for vendors that, they have a little soap station that they're selling, or they're selling candles. I provide a product for them, and I'm able to do this product at a very efficient rate, like very efficiently, which means I can offer them a lower price. And people actually messaged me saying, hey, my daughter started her cookie business, and it's really awesome that you're given an affordable product for her to start that, and she doesn't have to break the bank, which is really cool. So I'm providing a demand in that because I have a process that makes me be able to make this product very efficiently. There's 3 things that happen when you add personalizations that are very interesting. One is you just have more sales. So if you either had 5 sales or you have 100 sales, that's a big difference. That's a big difference if you add a personalization. 2, we charge more for personalization. So if you are embroidering it, in our case, we're embroidering it. The cost for the thread to embroider is pretty much nothing. So I'm not even gonna consider that as the overhead. That's pretty much money out of thin air that we add to the product, that we make when the order is made. Because if this is $8 or $8.99, then we charge $14 for personalization. So now we've just made $5, $6 out of thin air. So you've made money. And 3 is you rank higher on keywords when you have a higher conversion rate, right? If 5 people bought it versus 100 people bought it, it means your conversion rate is much higher than somebody that doesn't have a personalization. Hopefully this video was useful. Again, don't forget to check out the Black Friday coupon. It will expire on Black Friday. When Black Friday ends, the coupon will end. And I would hate for you guys to miss out. Some of you guys are taking advantage of that, and I'm super excited. So until next time, have a good one.